This is the Apple iPad mini, the 4. There's 128 gigabytes, so it's the little guy that really does pack a punch when it comes to the size of that memory card inside. You're also getting the earbuds with it, the tablet stand, the stylus pen, and the car charger with it as well. So you never have to worry about the battery running off on those long trips with the kids. That could be a nightmare. 12 easy pays of $49.99 will get this home to you, and $130 off from the original price point. A great savings here as well. Ronaldo, how are you, my man?
Great. How you doing?
A hug before.
Oh, no, I love that. But, you know, Nick, this is a tablet that started it all.
It did.
This is Apple. This is the one that every other tablet manufacturer has been striving to be as good as. It's trying to copy, you know, their operating system to make theirs as user-friendly. You know, there's a reason when you go to a mall or to a restaurant or a waiting room and you look around at the kids and they're, you know, kids are impatient. You know, they don't want to be sitting around doing nothing. What are they typically on? It's on an Apple device. It's usually an iPad. Why? Because it's one of the easiest ones to learn to use. It's so user-friendly. On the flip side, you can be 3 years old or 83. It's one of those devices that, you know, I look at the kid's great-grandmother, you know, Mom Bud, who lives in Springdale, Newfoundland. She's in her 80s. Her first piece of real technology when it comes to this was an iPad. All the kids got together, bought her an iPad for Christmas. That is how she communicates back. That is how the kids FaceTime her on Saturday mornings and see her, not just speak to her. That's how she's on Facebook posting stuff, and we can wish her happy birthday on Facebook and do all those things because now she's connected, and it was so easy for her to learn to use that.
Well, you know why it's so easy to use? Because I think that's the one thing that Apple is known for. It's that user-friendly adaptability. The first time you pick it up, it feels like you've been using it for years. It's so easy to get to know, and that's why the kids so often are drawn to it, and you wind up seeing the kids flowing through it like it's nothing. I'm talking about 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
You have 2 kids.
I have 2 kids, yeah, 13 and 7.
And they're using it probably as good as you are, and that was years ago.
And they've tried it because I'm in the industry. I have so many tablets that come out. They've tried different ones, and I've seen them pick up tablets, use it for a couple of minutes, and they're like, no way, I am not touching this. It is slow. It is not easy to use. With this, I never hear a complaint when it comes to the iPad. And the one you're getting, folks, this is the latest and greatest when it comes to that mini, that 7.9 inch. It is fast. It has 128 gigs of memory, so you can load all your movies. You know, right now with Netflix, we all know that you can download Netflix movies, so people download them, but they fill up the memory. Now you have 128 gigs of space. But I want to show you the speed of this thing. You know, right now we're using for entertainment. So I'm logged into my Rogers box and I'm watching TSC live. But I'm going to come out of that for a second. I also like my sports, just like you. We love our sports. Montreal's 1 point behind. We know what's happening. They're doing well. But I'm going to go to watch. I want to see what's going on Sportsnet Live. So there's a soccer game. So I'm going to click on that soccer game. And I'm going to pull up. So let's say, you know, you or your spouse wants to watch that soccer game. You can pull that soccer game up here.
If my spouse wants to watch the soccer game, I don't know her very well.
But let's say she does want to watch the soccer game, or maybe it's you. You want to watch the soccer game. So but you only have the one tablet. You can take this iPad. You can take that soccer game and you can cast it onto your smart television just like that. It's going to come right up here. There it is. So it's live. So there, fine. We're casting. Before you would need an Apple TV to do that. Now that is gone. You can just do it to any smart TV. So let's leave that up there for a minute. I'm going to come out of that for a minute. Now let's say you're watching a soccer game, but she wants to go over to Netflix and she wants to watch Friends. So let me open up Friends, because who doesn't love the show Friends, right? So I'm going to open up Friends. It's going to start streaming over here. So while that's on there, there it is. So I'm streaming Friends here from Netflix. I'm still streaming the game back here, but wait, I want to do some work on here. So I'm going to just hit that button, minimize that into the corner. I'm going to go over to my numbers, my spreadsheets, and I'm going to start doing some work on my spreadsheets. Still have Friends over here, still streaming back here the game. That's the amount of power that you're getting in this device, folks.
In 7.9 inches. Okay, there's a couple of choices that we have to make, right? So the first choice you have to make is choose the color of your tablet itself. Are you going to get the gold? And that's the brand new 2018 gold, a little bit of a rose tint to it. Or are you going to get, is that the space gray or the silver that we have down there? That's the silver. I believe it's silver. Correct? Okay. But we don't have the space gray, correct? We only have the silver and the gold as our 2 choices? Okay. Then you have to choose the color of the accessories you're getting. So the space gray is gone, only the silver and the gold to choose from. And then the case colors, the black, the rose gold, the gray, or the gold. Those are the choices you want. Take a look at everything that you're getting, because you're getting the tablet, sure, but then you're getting the carry case. You're getting the earbuds. Those are Bluetooth earbuds. You're getting the tablet stand, the stylus pen, the car charger, the 6-foot USB extension cable, which will go from the front of the car all the way to the back of the car, the 3-year tech support as well. Now, the tech support is special.
It is.
Is it actually 3 years?
It's actually 4 years because you're going to get 3 years on that card, but you're going to get a 4th year from Apple. So here's what I suggest is you use the first year from Apple. When you hit that 12th month, that final payment, then activate this card, and now you have an additional 3 years. And because it's Apple, and because it has Siri, you can set a reminder in here, and on the 12th month, Siri will let you know, hey, you know what? It's time to activate your card, and now you have 4 full years of tech support. Now that's 24/7 tech support. So it doesn't matter. Let's say it's a student, and they're working on a project, and it's 2 o'clock on a Sunday night, and they need to get something done. They have some trouble with their iPad. They can pick up that phone, make the phone call, and get technical support help right away. If you're giving this to your parent, you know, that's in their 80s, and it's their first piece of technology, instead of them having to call you all the time, they can now pick up the phone and call tech support and help them. You know, maybe it's something simple like, how do I get the Candy Crush app on my iPad?
Doesn't Ronaldo talk like he's speaking from experience right now?
Yeah.
He's got
You don't
these
have to call me anymore.
But it is someone that will take the time to explain everything to you if you're starting from scratch. So if it is 2 in the morning, if it is 2 in the afternoon, if it's you can't turn it on, or the fact that you want to edit your own video using iMovie on your brand new Apple iPad, well, then they're going to walk you through that. You don't have to worry if it's the first time you're buying an Apple iPad. You don't have to worry if it's the first time you're ever buying a piece of technology or a tablet on its own, because Apple is known for making it as easy as it possibly can be for you to use their technology.
There
we go.
So I like how you're talking about
He usually gets me caught in the best faces when he takes these.
I got a good one now.
So I took my time to, darn it, you know.
So there I go. I just snapped a quick pic of Nick. Now, while that's there, I want to share that. As you can see, I hit a little share button. And right over here, it says Ronaldo's iPad. So I click on that. It's now going to airdrop that to my iPad right here. So within seconds, I've gone from here to here. And there's Nick. He's right on my iPad. You know, I've got, it's like you're caught in the middle of saying something.
Yep.
But that's a great pic of Nick. But what I did...
That's as good as it gets.
It's as good as it gets. You know what? I was on vacation a couple weeks ago, and I was taking pictures and videos with my phone. And at the end of each night, I go into this little program called iMovie. Now, iMovie comes pre-installed on here. Now, iMovie has a bunch of different projects, different templates you can choose. So you pick a template, you hit edit.
You were doing this. I saw you
I was doing it.
Yeah.
And then I just started, you know, I wrote in different things. Here's one I did with my sister, and I just dropped pictures. All from my phone, you drop the pictures in. I'm going to come out of that. Here's the one I created. Let me just go over to my
When you went on the
files.
family vacay, you were making a lot of them, weren't you?
I was making, each night, I would make one. So each night, I took all the pictures and videos we did that day, and I dropped them into this program. This program did the animation. This program did all the transitions. This program added the music into it. All I did was add the pictures. So when I was done, I uploaded to Facebook. So you're able to see it on my Facebook. You're able to see it on my Instagram. You know what? And people are like, hey, did you really do that every night? How long did that take? 15 minutes. That's it, 1-5. Because Apple, the iPad, iMovie, all did the work for me. So it empowered me to create these great movies to make me look like a movie star when it was really Apple that did all the work.
I gotta tell you, your vacations look a lot different than mine. You're not sitting by the pool nearly as much as I am.
No.
You guys were active, but look at that. It does feel like an adventure.
Yeah, see, that was day 3. So each day we created one of these. That's what you're able to do with this. You're getting all the tools you need.
And that's free.
If you were to buy video editing software, you're looking at about $200. That is free. If you're to buy movie editing or music editing software, that's at least another $100. You're getting GarageBand. If you were to go subscribe to Office, that's $60 a month.
Wow.
You're going to get Numbers, Pages, and Keynote, which is the equivalent, which means I can open up an Excel document, I can edit an Excel document, I can save it as an Excel document, and that cost me $0 because I'm getting that software for free for the lifetime of my tablet.
I was amazed at how you could do this, because you're right. When you do use the actual Office, you have to pay for that on a yearly basis.
Yep.
But when you're using this, you can basically export it in whatever form you want. If you want to keep it in Pages, you keep it in Pages. If you want to export it as a Word document, then you export it as a Word document, and it can be sent cross-platform to anyone that might be opening it up on a PC. That's another thing. If you're worried about switching from PC to an Apple right now, Don't be. It's so easy to make the switch. Now, I know that we don't have an actual external attachment that we can take from our old tablet to put everything onto the new one. But how would we make the switch? How hard is it to transfer pictures and get them on here?
Well, with the AirDrop, everything's done in the cloud.
Everything's done in the cloud.
If you were to when you set this up for the first time, if it's your first time with an iPad, but you have an iPhone, when you actually turn the iPad on for the first time, and if your phone is within a couple feet of you, it's going to say, would you like to set this up as your phone? And then you scan your phone into your tablet and it starts bringing everything over, brings over all your information. It sets up all your Wi-Fi, so you don't have to go in and set that up. It'll say, okay, here's your Wi-Fi from home. When I come into the studio, it recognized that Wi-Fi here because it took everything from my phone and set it up. So the ease of doing that was so simple. So it's ease of use. You're getting all the software. You're getting everything I've showed you, by the way, is free right now. All that software is free, and well, now and forever. Right now, power. We talked about the power of what we were able to do with multitasking. I'm doing a 3D render of London. So London, England. I'm showing what it's like. It's a flyover 3D render because I'm going there in a couple of months. But look at this. While I'm doing that, maybe I want to check out some restaurants in London. I hear that there's some really good fish and chips when you're out there. So I'm going to take, let me just take my Safari and drag it over here. So I'm opening up the internet beside it. So I'm going to run two things at the same time. So there's the flyover London. Now that's 3D rendering. I usually need a desktop to do that. I'm looking at restaurants here in London. By the way, folks, if you take a look behind me, I'm still streaming the game. That has not stopped streaming yet. That is the power you're getting with Apple. That's the power you're getting with this iPad, the latest and greatest. You cannot walk into an Apple store. That was
like the magician reveal at the end of the trick, where it's like, and by the way, I'm actually standing on one foot. Didn't even know.
Standing in the air.
It's incredible. You're still I totally forgot that
that's the power that we have.
And can we talk for a second about, I mean, if we can get a shot of this here, look at the graphics and the detail in the display. The display that you have on this screen is second to none. It's probably better than most of the TVs that people are watching us on right now.
Well, it's Retina display. It's basically what your eye sees. It's that Retina display. So it's true to life imaging is what you're getting. So when you take that picture, you're going to get that true to life image, that true to life look on it. And that's why people are taking a lot more pictures with their iPhones and their iPads, because the quality you're getting is phenomenal. And don't forget, it's 128 gigs. So you have the room to take the pictures. You have the room to take the videos.
The other thing that you have to remember is that this isn't the tablet that's, I don't want to say oversized, but the bigger ones, you might not want to be taking pictures of those all the time because they're a little bit bigger. This size at a 7.9 inch, you can be taking your videos with this, you can be taking your pictures with this, or you can be watching your front door with this.
Yeah, I can see it's windy and my blue boxes are all over it. So you can see in Toronto, it is very windy outside with the wind chill. I can see, you know what? I watch just my security camera. So I'm working in my office. I actually have my iPad up, seeing what's happening outside, because if the kids come home, I can see it. Right there, I can see that the papers were delivered. So Hannah can go deliver her newspapers. Yes, we still live in in the 60s where she has newspapers and she goes and delivers them. But, you know, I can see, okay, you know what? The blue bins are flying away. I can go outside and bring those in.
That was one of my favorite jokes that I've ever made, by the way.
It was.
He said, oh, Hannah has her paper route. And I said, where do you guys live? 1984? I thought it was pretty good.
A little small town.
All right, let's go through the options for you, because you have a couple of choices to make. Are you going to get the gorgeous brand new, the 20, well, we're going to call it the 2018 gold, but it is the newest gold that is out there. That's this one right here with a little bit of a rose tint to it. Or are you going to get the silver? And then when it comes to the cases, you have the choice of the gray, you have the choice of the pink, and that might be it. I know we had a couple more on the graphic, but the gray and the pink might be the only ones remaining right now. So make sure you check out tsc.ca to lock all of those in. 661-553 is your item number. $599.99 is your price point, saving you $130 from the regular price point. You can't get this bundle anywhere else either. Can we actually show, Kelly, if we do have time, I know there's only about a minute, show exactly what's in that bundle again, because I know you're getting the car charger. I love that you're getting the 6-foot extension USB cable, because that can charge at the front of the car all the way to the back seat.
Well, how many times are you in bed and you're trying to use your phone as being charged?
Over,
yeah, you're leaning over.
The stylus pen, the tablet stand, which you'll love in the kitchen for recipes,
I love that,
the Bluetooth earbuds, the carry case, and the iPad mini itself. 7.9 inches, 120 gigabytes. It's the little guy that really does pack a punch. You can store so much on here. And yeah, that's the memory, but then also the power. It's second to none. How was that vacation, by the way? You guys look like you were having a great time.
We had a lot of fun.
Now, I know it looks great in the movies, but you can't believe everything you see on TV. Right?
We had a lot of
guys
fun.
did have a good time?
Everybody came back safe.
And
No injuries.
London, you're off to next?
Well, actually, Whistler. I'm going to Whistler in a couple of months.
Whistler.
Yeah, March break.
This guy, I gotta tell you, he knows how to live life. And
I'll bring back videos.
Yeah, bring back some videos for us. Ronaldo, my man, thank you so much for bringing this in. We do want to remind you that this is still available.